This is Hannah. This is Micah. My name is Gloria. We watched Cats. We're gonna eat some pho. That's the story.
We're gonna talk about it.
It's a what the fuck bang.
It's a what the fuck bang featuring chicken.
Did they give us chopsticks?
Yeah. Yeah, boy. First impressions. Cats go.
It was fucking weird.
I want Dame Judi Dench to send me to hell next. First off, can we please summarize the movie to the best of our ability in under 2 sentences?
I'm gonna be real, I had no idea what was happening the entire
All the good cats go to hell.
Wait, you've never seen, did you know anything about it before?
I had nothing.
Okay, can you tell us what you think happened?
Oh, okay, that's, so it opens up in a car and like this bag gets thrown out and then it gets surrounded by these cat people with human hands. Right, Lady Cat comes out and then she's like, what the hell's going on? But she's happy to be there, you know? So they're trying to get to the Heaviside layer, which is cat heaven.
Yeah.
But, oh no, big bad, Idris Elba. He's like this dude, I think his name is like Caveat, I don't know.
Caveat? I'm sorry?
Mr. McCaviar.
He is like disappearing bitches left and right because he wants to be the only... Wait, is this a spoiler?
If you haven't seen it yet, don't watch.
He wants to be the only one to go, to be the only option to go to the underside layer, right?
Heaviside layer.
Heaviside layer. So, Deuteronomy. She basically picks people who she sees are fit to go to heaven, so she's God, right? That's it, that's the movie. They're all really mean to Jennifer Hudson for seemingly no reason, and they're like, oh wait, you're kind of cool. And then Deuteronomy's like, shit. So they send her in the sky, and then Idris Elba's really mad about it, and then Judi Dench talks to us, the audience.
Yes. She establishes all of the different rules about how you should treat cats. I couldn't focus because Judi Dench was looking me in the face, and I was not dressed for the occasion.
I think my favorite thing to come of the Cats movie adaptation is Jason Derulo very like decidedly and firmly stating in public so everyone knows that his junk was so foreboding and distracting that it had to be CGI'd out of the shots.
Can we discuss Taylor Swift? She descends from the ceiling, as is apt, and just absolutely slides into the cavity. And like her voice, she does not hit one note.
Not a single.
She approaches them, and then just like
she says no thank you. Amazing.
It sounds like they did it live, but they must not have. They couldn't have. No. But it sounds like the shaking. It's incredible.
It's just because she's a bad singer.
But she's owning it. That was the moment that my day went from good to great. Was when she was like Scotland Yard. Like she's never even heard of England before in her life. She's like, sure.
She's got an English boyfriend right now, doesn't she? How do you think he feels?
Appropriated.
I don't understand how someone could not improve at all in like their stage presence, the dancing, the walking, all of it is just as bad as it's always been, and she's been doing it for like 10 years.
It's just as bad. It's not Taylor Swift hate.
Yeah, no, it's just
unrepentant admiration.
They listen to her non-stop, but
it's like
are self-aware.
I'm incredulous at how much she gives us, asking so little in return.
Yeah, Wilson.
Rebel Wilson,
oh,
yeah, what was that?
That's regrettable.
What were the, like, captive mouse children? What were they?
They were like little roach people and mice.
Is that a line in there that was like, don't mess with the crazy cat lady? And I'm like, you can't do that, because now I'm taken away from this beautiful, beautiful Jellicle world and thrust into the place I am, which is a theater.
She ruined your immersion?
She ruined my immersion. Judi Dench also ruined my immersion by looking into my soul and seeing
by looking
myself.
Straight into your, just like, into you. Like, there's not a part of me that Judi Dench did not see.
I kind of couldn't get over how horny it was.
What is it?
Dude, everyone was, it's so just a bunch of cats trying to bang.
Victoria wanted to bang everyone. Like, every new character that was introduced, which was every 5 minutes, she was just, like, looking at them longingly, like... Oh, so I wrote down some thoughts. Human hands. We touched on that. Just, like, whenever they touched each other...
You, like, forget that they're just, like, chilling out. It's like,
okay, they have human hands and eyes and faces.
Like, walking around and it's all chill, and then suddenly they're, like...
Talking to us.
Oh, Judi Dench, yeah.
When she did that. No bulge, which... can't be confirmed. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. Jennifer Hudson absolutely failing every single vibe check and still managing to leave all of their asses behind.
Yeah, like she was just a bummer the whole time, and then she was like, I get to go to cat heaven now.
And she was like, oh shit, that worked?
You said that they did Magical Mr. Mistopheles dirty?
I haven't seen the play in so long, but I do not remember him like having erectile dysfunction about his magic. He didn't have to summon Dame Judi Dench from a ship. Like, he just introduced himself like the rest of the cats.
He was like actually magic.
And he was like pretty saucy. Like, he was, you know, just dancing around, being seductive, just like all the other cats. But now this one, they're like, well, I'm scared, Mr. Mistopheles, I'm so shy.
Do you think that had to do with the fact that they had to create this whole villain subplot?
Yeah, they tried to like make a plot, which is a mistake because it's cats and there's not supposed to be one.
Is this tripping?
Yeah, it has been the whole time, mostly on to me.
Cool, just making sure.
You explain how cats made you feel. Go.
Sexually. Can we talk about Ian McKellen just like at least a little bit?
Ian McKellen hissing
was fantastic.
is all I'm going to be able to see until I die.
He really felt like Ian McKellen as himself, lamenting old theater and then hissing and licking a plate.
I feel like he just improv that whole scene.
I didn't like the mice people.
I hated that.
Why were they so chunky just in that one area?
Why did the cockroaches have to be people person?
Why was Rebel Wilson holding them captive?
To eat them.
Why was she toying with them?
Why did she rip off her cat suit to reveal a separate cat suit with a dress on top of it?
Wait.
Yeah.
I have a very important question.
Sorry.
Okay, so like we can assume that all animals are like them, right? Like according to the cats and the mice and the roaches. So, are you telling me that whenever they were stealing everything from that room, like the
Those were humans.
They established that there are people also in that universe.
Right. But then the dog.
We don't know the dog's not a human dog.
What do you mean?
Because the cats also meow, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the human cats meow, so it
So
could
if
just
we
be
had seen the dog, it would have been like
The
a
true
person,
horror
Kanye
was someone,
West
like,
in a dog suit.
Fucking bear crawling to that door, you know what I mean?
There's something about taking Cats from Broadway and putting it into like this weird, almost realistic lens where it's like when you're watching the show, you're like, look at these people in fursuits, isn't that kooky? And then once it's in film with CGI, you're like, huh? And also like the set, you're like, these are human beings in fursuits. But then like on the Broadway, in the movie, they're to scale. But weird scale, like they're walking along the rail, like at the railway for your mans, and they are like mouse sized compared to the rail. But then there's like a door. It's like, okay, no, that's a cat. It's a cat size. How big are the mice? I don't. There's like an aspect of magic realism to it, which makes so much sense in the Broadway because that's how Broadways are.
Yeah, that's Broadway.
The way that like whenever they're performing your train man, they just walk out onto a railroad and the set changes, which is something that works really well in Broadway shows.
But it's like cool.
It was like supposed to be too realistic and also not at all. Like it was still really magical and stupid.
In a really weird way, I wanted it to be weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they kind of rode the brakes in a couple of scenes and then they were just like, balls to the walls!
Yeah, like which cat from Cats do you most identify with? My answer that I identify with the most, probably Ian McKellen.
Was it like the licking the barrel?
It was licking the barrel and someone's like, sorry, he's like, what?
And being a grumpy old man that's kind of like a bummer. I think I would be Jason Derulo.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Victoria. So just
Morning
like
lost.
no idea what's going on, but just kind of like happy to
She's
be
like, I'm
there.
driving with it.
It's like this is kind of cool.
Speaking of me being, what was his name? Tum Tum?
Rum Tum Tugger.
Rum Tum Tugger. I identify with the way that Rum Tum Tugger is kind of like absolutely outrageous and he looks like he wants a lot of attention. Like he's just being just a, bizarre man and he's got his fur and he's like, I'm drinking all of this milk and hiding in trash cans with these two women cats. But he like doesn't actually care what anyone else is doing or thinking. He's like, I'm just out here. And people are like, oh, he wants so much to look at him. Because that's what it looks like. But he's really just vibing.
It's vibing.
Yeah, and like if no one was there, he'd be doing the exact same thing.
Oh god, I guess McCavity got left to die and his crime was being too hot to handle.
Yeah, you couldn't teleport anymore. What was that?
Yeah, he lost sexy points, so he couldn't be as magical. Do we have any like hot cat takes to stuff this video with real quick?
Sometimes cats can be sexy.
What is the moral of cats?
Love.
If you wander the streets crying long enough, Judi Dench will send you to hell.
Milk!
Milk!
Okay, but it was only an hour and 49 minutes.
You're lying to me.
Not.
That movie was 3.5 hours long.
That movie was
Easily.
1,000 years long.
I was
Easily.
born in that theater.
I had more gray hair when we came out.
I
You're
qualified
lying
for
to
Medicare.
me.
No way. No, yeah.
Let me see.
Evidence.
That's not correct. That is not correct. Because according to the encyclopedia, we saw cats. We ate some pho.
It was.
We had a terrible time.
Y'all were in town for a little bit longer. We got piercings together.
Oh, we got piercings. I got 2 lobe rings. He got a stud in each ear. She got
That's
2
the
rings up in the cartilage.
After cheek service,
You
you can
should-
sign up for it by website.
Go
I have
to
social media
Russell.com.
accounts to link in the description below. You can follow Hannah and Micah on Instagram and Twitter. Links will be in the description below. That's all I have for you today. I'll see you next Friday. Adios.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Bye, friends.